What's up, guys? Matthew, getting ready to watch the 7th episode of the 2nd season of My Hero Academia. Last we saw, we are getting ready to have a battle between Deku and Shinzo of some random class. I forget which one he's a part of, but he's not a part of any hero courses. I don't know. I've had this discussion a couple times. I'm gonna have to put all my money behind Deku because he's Deku, but I feel like he is about to suffer a big loss. I don't think we can just keep continuing to have him win, be the underdog and win. You can't be an underdog if you keep winning. So I think he's probably gonna beat Shinzo. Then he's up against Todoroki. He could lose to Todoroki, but even then, again, we haven't seen too much of the bracket. I don't know who he would face after. I don't know if it would be Bakugo. Another thing I'm going to say, I'm going to be honest, they've not let me down, okay? But every time I've asked for something the past couple episodes, they've not come to fruition, if that makes any sense. Where obviously this episode, I would assume, is going to be a majority Deku versus Shinzo. I want every round to be focused on. Not necessarily a full episode, but I want to see each fight. I don't want it to just be skipped over. Because, like, obviously, I know Todoroki's going to body Sero. But I want to see the fight. I want to see how it goes. I want to see how fast Todoroki can kick his ass. So, I'm ready to hop into the episode. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. And if you guys like the content on the channel, please subscribe. Also, along with Patreon, I'm probably a couple episodes ahead on there. If you wanted to get those episodes early, I'd appreciate it if you checked it out. And I believe I'm filming this a little before it comes out, but I think next week should be starting 2 episodes of My Hero Academia a week. So look forward to that. Let's get into the episode.
It's Izuku Midoriya from the Hero Course versus...
Where is he from? General Studies.
The rules are simple. Immobilize your opponent or force them out of the ring.
Immobilize?
The other person to cry, Uncle.
So if you kill them, do you... Well, you get eliminated, but do you get, like, arrested? What's the...
In a way, this is a test of how strong your spirit is. If you know what you want your future to hold, you can't worry.
I don't know how this man didn't make it into the first place. His power seems OP.
Going on about his pride earlier.
Don't disrespect Ojiro like that.
I win.
I warned him not to say...
It's fucking Deku. He got this shit.
Why in the world isn't he moving? It should start out with a bang.
He should already be in the class.
And Izuku Midoriya...
I mean, you tell me that bum ass Hagakure made it over Shinzo?
Look on his face. Could this be a quirk at work? Hitoshi Shinzo seems to have Izuku Midoriya completely stunned.
He got this. So it's a test of will.
This is a perfect example of why the entrance exam isn't rational.
Huh? Why is that?
Since we're on to the individual matches, I had some information compiled about our final...
Damn, he's a good commentator now.
Shinzo failed the practical exam to get into the Hero Course. Since he also applied for General Studies, he probably figured that would happen. His quirk is incredibly strong.
Not.
That entrance test consisted of fighting faux villains
Yep, they couldn't talk. Didn't think about that. Damn.
who had physical superpowers they could show off.
That's a flaw in the entrance exams. They need to change that.
Shinzo never stood a chance at passing. So here we are. You're lucky to have been so blessed, Izuku Midoriya.
Blessed? Okay.
And walk out of bounds like a good little hero.
Damn. He got this. The willpower too strong.
What? Midoriya's obeying him!
No, Deku, what are you doing?
He can't walk out of the ring! He'll lose the match if he does!
Tanya, I don't know if I can forgive you, baby girl. After what you've done.
Hitoshi Shinzo! His quirk, brainwashing! When an opponent answers his question, it flips a switch in their minds, forcing them to do whatever he says. Not every question does it, though. He only brainwashes when he wants to.
Fitness test on the first day of school. Midoriya scored pretty low for a student who'd been accepted into the Hero Course.
Yes.
Even in tests where he didn't use his quirk, he outperformed Shinzo.
Damn.
Fought without powers, Midoriya would almost certainly win. but he'd have to overcome Shinso's brainwash.
He's got this.
What's happening? My body's moving on its own. I feel like my brain is full of fog. I can't concentrate. No, not like this. Gotta stop.
Come on, Ojiro.
Fell for it even after Ojiro warned me about
Yeah, you
his power.
Dumbo.
I'm an idiot.
It's fine though. You're the main character. You got the resolve and willpower to win.
Yes, by not giving him a chance to use it. He didn't get into my head until I answered a question he asked me before the second round. I think that's the secret behind his power.
Ojiro's smart, man. I want more. I want more of everyone. Like I say every episode, but
Even if he gets you, there's still a chance. For round 2, I don't remember anything at all except the very end of the battle. I think we were running away after Shinso took Tetsu's headband. I bumped into another person, and it was like I woke up.
oh, you gotta touch someone else or bump into something?
And suddenly I was able to think clearly.
So that bump broke his hold?
Maybe. It's only a guess. Still, I don't know how much of a shock it would take to break his spell. And in a one-on-one match, you can't count on an outside force intervening to help you. Anyway, man, I hope that's helpful, because it's all I know.
Thank you so much.
Better than nothing.
Beat this guy for you and me, alright?
I'll do my
I respect you, Ojiro. I think it's a dumb decision to just leave the competition because of it. But you're a man. You stick to what you think. I gotta respect it.
It's all over. Even though so many people are counting on me. Everyone is watching. Everyone!
I got goosebumps. He got this. Oh my god.
Is
The LGBTQ rainbow is coming to save the day.
Wait.
Even with a quirk like this, I have my own dreams of becoming a great hero.
He would be really suited to be a good villain. I feel like all villains have not all villains. There's that power, typically a villain thing. He's tough.
Midoriya stopped just in time!
Shinzo just runs over and pushes him out.
Way to do it!
Whoa, I was about to freak out.
His fingers.
Oh,
In order to stop Shinso.
I got goosebumps again.
That just about killed me.
No, impossible. You're not supposed to be able to fight back. What did you do?
I'm the one who used One for All. But I'm not the one who moved my fingers just now. It was like people I didn't know.
Past users?
And for a second, it was clear. Could it be?
One for all. A sacred torch has been passed on from person to person.
The willpower?
Were they the ones who cultivated this power? Did they save me?
Oh, I got such goosebumps, dude. Yo, guys, can I be honest with you? My nipples straight hard right now.
He won't answer. Did he figure it out? No. He's known. That monkey must have told him. I have to get him to talk again.
You ain't. It's over, Shinzo. I hate to break this to you. That's how you gonna do it? Please, say something. Just get on your knees and beg.
Fingers, I'm kind of jealous of you.
I know what that jealousy feels like. I've been there.
Thanks to the way my quirk works, I've always been at a big disadvantage. But someone as blessed as you wouldn't understand that.
I get it. Even though he's right, I have been blessed.
You're lucky enough to have a heroic quirk. It'll be so easy for you to reach your goal.
I hope this man doesn't go on a villain arc.
That's why I am here!
You don't even gotta use the power.
Say something, damn it!
I'm the weakling.
I can't lose this. I'll do it for them!
He's pushing me out.
It's over. Shinzo, it's over.
Gotta be kidding me! Get out of this ring, you lucky brat!
Suplex? Suplex?
No! I refuse to let this be the end!
Got his ass. Boomed his ass.
Shinzo is
Out of bounds. To the next match.
You know what that means, right? Deku versus Pharaoh! Yay! Deku versus Todoroki. Now that's interesting. I might have to put my money on... I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough one.
Your quirk is brainwashing? That's so cool!
Seriously, I can't think of anyone who's had that power.
I'm so jealous.
What is that thing? That is an elderly woman.
Controlling people.
Yeah, you can do any bad thing you want.
And no one would ever know it was you.
But he's a good person. He wants to use it as a hero,
It's okay.
which is very respectable.
Everyone always says that. Of course, I'd probably think anyone with my power would use it for evil too. Sounds criminal, Shinso. It's the perfect power for a villain to have.
This man giving me Mikami vibes.
People looking at me like I'm the bad guy. I'm not.
I fucking respect that. And I respect this guy a lot. I wish we could get him into the program.
He's definitely aiming for the top. And that purple-haired guy fell for his trap.
Deku, help him up.
Used his power like he did in the fitness test, and used the throw from combat training. It's not just that he's learning from
He's good at remembering shit.
trick he's picked up to improve his odds.
Yeah! That was actually kind of a boring first match, kids, but
A little bit, but... Come on, hug it out.
You want to be a hero. What's driving you?
I'll be a hero.
I forget. Hold up, I like Shinzo a lot, man.
You can't help
They got
but
me. They
what
boomed
your
me.
heart longs for.
Aww.
I felt the same way. Before I inherited One for All.
Deku, you have strings to pull. Get him into the program.
But
Get Mineta out of here.
nothing I say is going to make him feel better.
I like that. Someone... Sucks to say he has good intentions, but... In a realistic world, not everyone can... get what they want. He obviously, well, it's not over for him, but I mean, right now, he didn't get what he wanted.
good. Yeah, you're the star of our program. I can't believe you put up such a great fight against the dude who was in first place earlier.
Aww.
With a quirk like that, it would be very simple to capture dangerous villains. Wish I had it.
I can't believe they stuck him in general studies.
Oh, he's got it. We're gonna up him.
A ton of applicants each year. Guess sometimes people slip through the cracks.
If only he had more combat experience. Yeah, I bet he would have dominated. What a waste.
Shinzo, you hear that? It's great. They think you're incredible.
Why am I gonna tear up? Hold up, I'm about to fucking tear up. What is going on with this arc?
Depending on the results, they might transfer people into the hero course. Remember that. Even if it didn't work out this time, I'm not giving up. I'll get onto the hero.
His voice sounds robotic for some reason.
And then, I'll become a better pro than any of you.
He got me again! Why? The match is over.
You know, usually people tense up whenever they talk to me. If you're not on guard,
Aww.
someone's going to defeat you. So be careful.
I have goosebumps.
I have to keep my eye on the prize, aiming for the top. Just like you've said.
Oh, you poor little dog.
Todoroki a dog, though.
Been putting too much pressure on him again.
Damn!
But when the vision appeared, it completely drove the fog away.
It kind of looks scary. I ain't gonna
That's when I
lie.
was finally able to move for a second. Just my fingertips.
I don't want this power to be sort of bred out of a dark origin.
All Might, do you think all the people who've used One for All in the past were there pushing me on? Like spirits?
Spooky! I'm a ghost?
I thought you'd have answers!
Actually, I saw something like that too, in my younger days.
You forgot it?
A sign that you're getting closer to making One for All your own power.
What was it?
Never thought about
A
it?
trace of the user's spirit that's left behind in One for All when it's passed on. Don't worry.
Oh, they're giving me a little more details. I might be able to pin together some theories in a couple episodes.
Of course, Midoriya won.
Papa?
What do you want?
Jesus Christ.
You're acting disgracefully, Shoto. If you had simply used the power in your left side, you would have had an overwhelming victory in both of the first rounds.
Get the fuck out of here, Pop.
It's time to stop this childish rebellion of yours. You have a duty to surpass that imbecile All Might.
You too weak to do it yourself? Don't push your dreams onto your kid.
Different from your siblings. You're my greatest masterpiece.
Wait, oh, and he barely cares about Todoroki. He doesn't even care about the rest of the kids either.
I'll win this match and advance using only Mom's quirk. I won't give you the pleasure.
Your mom didn't like you either, if I recall, right?
There you are, Deku! You did good!
Come on down here, we saved a seat for you.
Thanks, guys.
Fuck you, Tenya. I'm over exaggerating. You know, I don't blame him, but
He's got skills.
poor Sero.
Really creepy looking elbows. From the hero course, it's Hata Zero.
Is he literally? Is he? He's sort of like Spider-Man, but he just has tape dispensers in his elbows.
And now for the second match of the finals.
That Rock guy. I don't think I have his name.
But man, I don't feel like losing either.
Oh, it's over, Sero.
That attack could throw his opponent out of bounds. A brilliant surprise opening from the underdog.
I don't have any faith in you, Sero. I'm sorry.
Apologies.
Just freeze that shit. And it's over.
Quake?
What the heck is going on? Was that...
Damn! Damn, he went overboard. Trying to prove a point.
Don't you think you went overboard?
Tell the truth, Sero. Can you move at all?
Are you kidding? Obviously not. He's freezing.
Zero has been immobilized! Todoroki advances to the second round!
That's okay, Sero. We didn't expect anything else from you. You did as good as you could have.
Well, nice try.
Nice try!
Oh my god. Pity applause.
Sorry. It was a bit much. I was angry is all.
Give me Attack on Titan vibes with the music.
Todoroki took a moment to melt his opponent from the ice prison he'd created. For some reason, in that moment, he looked very sad to me.
Had to use it. Okay, guys, that was episode 7. Another fantastic episode. I don't know what is going on, okay? I don't know if I'm getting emotional in my old age, but all these shows that I've been watching recently have been affecting me. I don't know if it's because I'm getting more comfortable on camera, but damn, dude, it got me a little teary-eyed there. This show is really good at making you care for people, and obviously, I keep repeating it, so far the show is pretty lighthearted, very lighthearted, I would actually say. And I'm sure that we will get darker characters and darker, maybe villains, darker backstories, or even not necessarily like we'll get them as in we don't have them, but we'll sort of focus in on them, like with some flashbacks. But just from a baseline standpoint, all of the characters make me care about them so easily. The big show I'm watching right now, and honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably whenever this episode ends, I'm only going to be watching it for one more month. Monster is another anime I'm watching, and I get such Monster vibes from My Hero Academia in that aspect. Those two shows have an uncanny ability to make me care for people. As good as this is, and again, I'm only like 20 episodes in. This doesn't hold a candle to Monster. If you guys haven't seen Monster, please go watch that. That show just makes you introduce to someone, and within 2 minutes, you would sacrifice yourself for them. But this show is almost on that level. Like, every single character, and it's another thing too, a character like Shinzo, whom you got villain vibes. Obviously, I even referenced the point that his power is typically sort of utilized as a villainous thing in most superhero mediums. But I like how they're able to flip it like a switch. You know what I mean? They sort of build him up as this mysterious sort of maybe asshole type character. And then no, he's actually very strong. He's actually very determined. I hope that he can get into the hero program He deserves it. And I liked the parallels between him and Deku. That's another thing. I care about him. It's hard to make me care for so many characters, and My Hero Academia does that flawlessly. So I have to give this show its props in that regard. I'm scared. Again, the next couple episodes, I would assume, at bare minimum, the next two are going to be the sort of rest of the first rounds. The only one that I can remember off the top of my head is Bakugo versus Ochako. Again, I'm gonna say it, like, Ochako should win that. I feel like Ochako is a situation where her power is so overpowered that she can't really go all out at all times. Because, talk about incapacitated. Maybe Bakugo actually does have some counters to this, but I was just gonna say, touch him and it goes up and flying. He probably can shoot himself down, but he wouldn't be able to stay down. So I don't know. Obviously, Bakugo is gonna win that. But again, I want to see some upsets. Tenya, I know, is competing coming up. In most superior mediums, I feel like speedsters are probably the most powerful people. So these guys got to step up their game. In regards to, obviously, the big matchup that's already been revealed for the next round, Deku versus Todoroki. Again, it's one of those things where he's the main character and he has yet to lose, so I don't know if I can rightfully root against him yet or bet against him. Deku has sort of a flawless record, so to speak. But if there's anyone that could beat him, it's Todoroki, and I would not be surprised if he did. At that point, I would assume we would build towards a Todoroki versus Bakugo finals, if Deku does. If not... Okay, I got two predictions, okay? I don't think there's any circumstance in which we get Deku versus Bakugo. In this final, I feel like that's something that's always going to be a constant recurring battle, and we don't need it every single time. So I feel like we'll wait a little bit for that to happen again. I feel like it's either going to be Bakugo versus Todoroki in the case that Todoroki beats Deku, or it's going to be Deku versus Tenya or Tenya. Tenya or Ochako. I don't know, man. Todoroki's scary. He's a scary motherfucker. He's scary. And obviously, not a complaint or anything like that. I'm just saying it's sort of like a fact of the matter. As opposed to, and I said this right when the show began, Deku gives off such like pure shonen protagonist, but there's one thing missing that all other shonen protagonists that I know of had, and that's the fact that he has yet to face tragedy, yes, but just loss in general. He was obviously, disadvantaged growing up and bullied, but that's not really that bad compared to, like, you look at some of these other protagonists with parents and dying and harsh backstories and being alone for multiple years, stuff like that. It's not on that level. So, in my opinion, at least, for the next couple seasons, he sort of needs to be, not humbled, that's not the right word, but it's not just going to be a steady increase. There's got to be dips. So I expect him to start losing. I just don't know if it's going to be in the battle versus Todoroki. Again, that's what makes a good protagonist like that, a good, like, will-powered, determined person, is that they have something to continuously fight for. Weird, obscure reference. I don't know if anyone likes wrestling, but typically in wrestling, it's one of those common things where you see the good guy is better at chasing a championship than being the champion. Because the whole point of being, a good guy is the underdog mentality, that rising up and going against it. So it's almost like Superman in that sense. You don't want to see someone be the strongest person of all time and always win. You want there to be a struggle. You want there to be hesitation in being the best. So, like I said, I can very well see Deku losing his next fight. But at the same time, I gotta put my money on Deku. I got to. I can't not. After what I've seen, I can't not. And obviously, Endeavor is in the crowd, so we could get some more focus on Todoroki with his father's disappointment. But it could go either way, quite honestly. And I'm gonna be honest. I want to see the rest of the brackets. I forget. I'm pretty sure they gave us all the rounds, but I forget. So I want to see those in the next episode. Other than that, I think that's gonna be it. That was another phenomenal episode. This arc has been crazy. And I want to repeat this, and I'll yap for another minute or two. Actually, I changed my mind. The reason I see this arc is crazy, not like, again, it goes back to the same shit. Like, this isn't life or death. This isn't some crazy plot. It's a fucking game. This is a game. It's a tournament. And for some reason, my heart's beating. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting emotional. I'm on the edge of my seat at all times. Highest of praise for that. The highest of fucking praise. I just thought of another prediction real quick that I'll honestly share. I've said this multiple times already throughout the viewing of this. Obviously, this is about training and being better and, going through school. But at the same time, it's superheroes. There's going to be villains. Villains have to always appear. A villain plot line, a villain, even if it's a B plot or a C plot, the villains are always in the background, scheming, plotting, getting ready to attack. And obviously, the biggest superhero cliche in the history of cliches, if there's a big gathering or a big crowd or a big event, a villain's going to attack, and the hero's going to save the day. With that being said, I can see a world in which we get to the final, okay, whether it's Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, or some wild card that we don't expect in there. I could see a world in which a villain attacks in the middle of the fight so that it causes either a tie or a not disqualification, but just a game's done, no more fighting. I could definitely see that, especially if it's a pair like Deku and Bakugo, who mostly from Bakugo's perspective has that such intense rivalry and need to one up that maybe they end it sort of an even playing field. And then it gets interrupted and Bakugo gets really, really fucking pissed at the outside interference. I could definitely see that. So I'm excited to see some of these matchups, though. Again, I really hope for some underdogs, some upsets. I don't know. Place the bets. Is Aoyama making it to another round? Is Aoyama making it to the second round? We'll see. If you guys like the video, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon, as well as a couple future episodes. I don't know the exact amount, but it should say up on my Patreon. If you wanted to check it out, I'd appreciate it. And if you like the content on my channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really does help me out. It allows me to make videos at a faster rate, and for hopefully as long as I can. So I will see you guys in a couple of days. Like I said, if I've got my timeline correct here, starting in a couple of days, actually, should be going to 2 a week for My Hero Academia. So I won't see you guys in a week. I'll see you guys only in a couple of days. So you guys have a good one.